I have voted Democrat forever. Except the one time I voted for Reagan in 1984, God, I was so young and stupid. I regret that vote to this day, now that I'm a grown up and know what happened and what the future became. But the Democratic Party at this time is weak and just absolutely pathetic at this point. Not one senator, not one House congressman has stood up and said about the deportations and the lack of empathy about the Trump administration, about what they're doing overall, and hasn't said a goddamn thing. They haven't stood up in protest. They haven't voiced their concerns. They haven't called for investigations. They haven't done a goddamn thing. In the Senate, they let Pete Hegseth become Secretary of Defense. Well, they could have stopped them because, the Republicans have the majority. They could have stopped them like Tommy Tuberville stopped every military promotion for close to 3 years. Just say no. One senator can do it. It's their power. We know this. But for some reason, Democrats want to be bipartisan in a time with a dictator. And he knows. Let me put it this way. There's a video of a Canadian MP talking to a radio show, and the radio person was asking, do you think it's a good idea for Canada to retaliatory tariffs? Wouldn't that hurt Canada and Canadians? And her point was, the only way you fight Trump is you don't capitulate, you fight back, even if it means tariffs. It's the only way for him to. And she said, well, won't we come out to a negotiation eventually? But if you do not fight back with him, he will not come to the table. Trump is a bully. Trump is a bitch. And he needs to be fought every inch of the way. If not, he will take your arm and chop it off at the shoulder and blame you for losing it. The Canadian MP was correct. The other lady, the radio host was trying to make a point, and I saw some of the comments from other people saying, well, that's not the way Canada should handle it. They should handle it that way. Should handle like Mexico's handling it. The president of Mexico tell him to go fuck himself. That's what you have to do with Trump. He's a bully. You have to punch back. Meanwhile, on the Democrats, like you guys there's only a 3-seat majority in the House, and you're not even, for the Republicans, and you're not even saying a goddamn thing about what's going on, what's he doing. The man fired inspector generals across the board. Why? Illegally fired him. Why? Because he doesn't want investigations of the shit that he and his cronies are going to pull. He fucking stopped the CDC from sending out health publications to scientists and to the public. Why? Because he's trying to hide what's going on with the bird flu, because he's afraid of another pandemic that is coming. It's already costing us money with eggs and possibly milk, and what I hear from Democrats. Fucking silence. Why are they silent? Because they have some weird idea that if they stand up to Trump, it's going to cost them in the elections. They have some weird idea that if they say, no, ICE doing what they're doing is wrong, not giving people due process, it's going to say, well, people are going to say Democrats are weak on immigration. They already said that anyway. Stop it. Think about empathy and humanity. Grow a set of balls. What the fuck happened to you? But I know what's going on. It's the old guard in the Democratic Party. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. You people need to go. The Democrats need to go young. They need to fight. They need Josh McCrockett. They need AOC. They need to go at these people tooth and nail. But they can't because these old guards still lived in the fucking 60s and 70s. It's time. Fucking stand up. Because I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to become an independent. I fucking had it with you people. Stand up. Say something. Don't go John Fetterman on us. Oh, maybe it's okay. No, it's not fucking okay. And if RFK shows up in his fucking nomination for Human Health Secretary hearings, and no one asked him about the raw milk thing, raw milk, which is spreading fucking bird flu at this point, and why he hates the basic pasteurization process that everyone's been doing for basically a century and more, and you do not fucking press him, or he gets to be on a vote. If there's a fucking vote for him and no one stops it, then I know the Democratic Party is a fucking lost cause. Because if we don't fight that, a man who believes that drinking raw milk is safe, that pasteurization is wrong, basic science is wrong, and doesn't want anyone to get vaxxed and questions the validity of the polio vaccine, then you guys are out of your fucking mind and you don't deserve to be in Congress. You're worthless to us. You're not helping the American people. And because you're afraid of the reaction because of the midterms, that the reaction is going to be, fuck it. Why should I bother? Stand up. Do something. Scream, yell loud. Because there's only so much we can do over here. We need your asses in Congress to stand up and make a fucking stand. It's about time. Do it.